On New Year's Eve on the island of Sodor, a bunch of people dressed up in costumes were trying to get on a passenger train heading to the mainland because they were all going to some type of costume convention. He was very concerned when he was watching all the people getting on. They were all pushing and shoving each other, and one of them had a gigantic prop sword. Even policemen had to be called in to make sure that they weren't shoving each other onto the rails. I hope they take care. I don't want anything bad to happen. I don't want to get sued. The engine from the mainland who was pulling the train didn't care. When can I get off this forsaken island? But then one of the people dressed up began to take out a gun, and his friend then looked at him, and then his other one on the other end began to look. Then he began to turn and fire on this policeman. But what's happening? Then the man turned around and then began to fire at Richard. He jumped behind the platform. The engine there didn't know what to do. His driver and fireman weren't moving him. They were getting out to try and deal with the man. The other policeman then grabbed an innocent man and then just grabbed him down to the back of the platform to keep him safe. The man with the massive sword did what he could only do. He just ran and hit some lad and injured them onto the rails. And he also jumped and threw his sword away, breaking it as he fell onto the ground. Richard then began crawling around the back of the platform before he then jumped out to the policeman and the other two people. What are we gonna do? He said to the policeman. I have 2 guns in my pockets. I used them for backup in case I had to use them. I'm gonna have to tell your boss about this after. Look, do you want to get saved or not? Fine, but we don't shoot. Do you want to use any of my prop swords? Yes, please. Okay, we have the station. What do we do now? We can hijack the engine. Okay, let's do it. Stop right there in the name of the law. Better run. No, you don't. I told you not to use the gun. Don't worry, it's a stun gun. Good, well then let's get all of these people out of here. The three people who tried to take over Knapford were taken to the hospital when after they had healed would be taken to jail for questioning, while the other people went home on Birdie. The other policeman happened to wear a bulletproof vest, so he was all right. 2 policemen then began investigating what had happened there. Because of the investigation, no trains were allowed to leave or go on to Sodor. So that means that the engine that was meant to pull the passenger train to the mainland had to sleep at Titmutt Sheds with the other engines, and he wasn't too happy about it. Oh, these sheds are so filthy. On my railway, they're always kept sweet and tidy. Not a single speck of soot. Hello, we're steam engines. We get the place to city all the time. So basically, there's no point in cleaning the sheds unless they get out of hand. And anyway, I've slept on your sheds on the mainland. They're completely filthy. Soot everywhere. We can tell you that for a fact. Okay, I say you could, Connor and Caitlin. Well, I don't like this railway. So many accidents. Don't forget, we're also the hardest working railway. On my railway, there are hardly any accidents. Oh, really? Every time I have to go over there with the express, I see your shunters have collided with trucks all the time. The engine then puffed away sneakily out of the shed. That ungrateful idiot. Doesn't he know that steam is nearly gone? So we all have to stick together. Well, Donald, some engines never learn. Like you? You wasn't there, Henry. Richard then arrived aboard Winston to make an announcement. I would just like to say that today's incidents, I want you all to make sure that nothing suspicious happens. And if you see anything suspicious, go on to it. Skip your jobs. That's all I have to say. but just make sure that this railway keeps safe. That is all. And Richard backed away in Winston. The engine then puffed onto an old, lonely track on its own. Those engines, so pathetic. I wish I could just go back to the mainland. I just want this railway to suffer. I can help you with that. What? Who's there? I can help you get revenge on the Northwestern engines if you help me. They did this to me. They threw me off a cliff and left me to rust. Okay, but what's your name?